Hey everybody, welcome. It's Suzanne Gundersen from Transform Connections, where I help you to naturally de-stress and reconnect with your body and your life. I'm here today to share Neuro-Energy Tapping, which is a self-use acupressure technique that literally calms the mind and relaxes the body. And I'm joined today by Michael Klug, who has generously volunteered himself to have the tapping experience. He's never even done it before, so I'm super excited to have this with him. So thank you, Michael, for being here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Wonderful. So I teach tapping in 4 easy steps. Step number 1 is to notice something that bothers you and how it bothers you. So right before we hit the record button, I asked you to think of maybe something that might be bothering you right now. And I don't want you to share what that is with me. I just want you to notice it.
Got it.
And notice how you know it. And by that, I mean, do you watch it as a movie in your mind? Do you hear it as a sound or a voice or a noise? Do you feel it as a physical sensation? Do you feel it as an emotion? Just notice how you know this thing is bothering you. And then step number 2 of tapping is to give that experience that you're having right now an intensity number on a scale of 0 to 10. If 0 means doesn't bother me and 10 means it really bothers me, what number would you give that? Could you share with me a number?
7.
A 7. Okay. So we definitely want to find something that's at least a 6 or higher. So you're right in the perfect range. And how we want to, that the higher the number, the closer we are to getting at the root that is keeping this stress in place. So step number 3 of tapping is to go to the part that stands out the most, the part where you're like, oh, I don't like that part. That's really kind of not my favorite part. Oh, please go there for the last time. And we're going to go there. Usually when you go to that part that stands out the most, the part that you don't like, it usually makes that number a little bit higher. Maybe it's creeping up a little bit, and that's normal. And then step number 4 is we're going to tap while we're doing that. So you're welcome to leave your glasses on, just follow along, do exactly as I say and do. Take your 2 fingers, start tapping between your eyes, focusing on that worst part about it. And I want you just to lift your chin just a little bit. And I want you to say, I release and let it go.
I release and let it go.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
This thing that bothered me.
This thing that bothered me.
Everyone that's involved.
Everyone that's involved.
What they said and did.
What they said and did.
What they didn't say, what they didn't do.
What they didn't say, what they didn't do.
Why it bothers me.
Why it bothers me.
How it bothers me.
How it bothers me.
I'm willing right now just to let it go.
I'm willing right now just to let it go.
And then tap on the side of the eye and say, this thing that bothered me.
This thing that bothered me.
Whatever triggered me.
Whatever triggered me.
That moment in time.
That moment in time.
I set it free.
I set it free.
And then tap under your eye. This thing that bothered me.
This thing that bothered me.
What it looked like.
What it looked like.
What it sounded like.
What it sounded like.
What it feels like.
What it feels like.
I let it go.
I let it go.
From every cell of my body.
From every cell of my body.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I deserve to let it go.
I deserve to let it go.
And then tap on your collarbones. This thing that bothered me.
This thing that bothered me.
Just letting it go.
Just letting it go.
And then take one hand and squeeze the opposite wrist about 3 or 4 times. Take a nice breath, blow it out, say the word clear.
Clear.
Now I want you to go in your mind to a wonderful memory. Real or imagined, it doesn't matter. It could be your nice soft pillow. It could be a hot shower you took. It could be a sunset you saw. It could be a vacation you took. Can you find something good? A wonderful memory. Great. Could you make that as strong as you can on a scale of 0 to 10? Could you make it a 10? Just step into it. Be in your body in this thing. It's so amazing. It's so wonderful, right? Then take your 2 fingers and tap between your eyes and say, this is who I truly am.
This is who I truly am.
Naturally and easily.
Naturally and easily.
And then tap on the side of the eye. This wonderful feeling.
This wonderful feeling.
Lives inside of me.
Lives inside of me.
I create it.
I create it.
Like I create all things.
Like I create all things.
And then tap under your eye. And this is a wonderful thing.
This is a wonderful thing.
And it's all mine.
And it's all mine.
And I can have it anytime I want.
And I can have it anytime I want.
And then tap on your collarbone. It feels really good.
It feels really good.
And it's all mine.
And it's all mine.
And then grab your wrist 3 or 4 times. Take a nice breath. Blow it out. Say the word peace.
Peace.
Now go back to the thing that was bothering you and tell me, is it still a 7? What's left? How does it feel?
Less daunting. I guess maybe like a 4.
Oh, so where did it go?
Elsewhere.
elsewhere. So it was a 7, now it's a 4. So just notice what's left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just lean into that. That's still a 4, right? Tap between your eyes. Say, don't make me let it go.
Don't make me let it go.
Don't make me not see it,
Don't make me not see it,
not hear it.
not hear it.
I have to keep it around.
I have to keep it around.
I have reasons for it to be around.
I have reasons for it to be
I'm
around.
justified to think this way,
I'm justified to think this way,
to know it this way,
to know it this way,
to experience it this way.
to experience it this way.
But I'm willing right now,
But I'm willing right
in
now,
this moment,
in this moment,
to let a little bit more of it go.
to let a little bit more of it go.
And tap on the side of the eye. Don't take it away from me.
Don't take it away from me.
Whatever happened,
Whatever happened,
really happened.
really happened.
I'm an expert at it,
I'm an expert at it,
and it's torturing me.
and it's torturing me.
And tap under the eye, this point of view
This point of view
that I'm stuck on,
that I'm stuck on,
that's torturing me.
that's torturing me.
Every emotional aspect of this thing,
Every emotional aspect of this thing,
wherever it lives in my mind and body,
wherever it lives in my mind and body,
I'm willing right now to let a little bit more of it go.
I'm willing to let right now to let a little bit more of it go.
And tap on your collarbone. Don't take it away from me.
Don't take it away from
Who
me.
will I be without it?
Who will I be without it?
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I deserve to let it go
I deserve to let it go
because I deserve peace.
because I deserve peace.
And then grab your wrist a couple times, take a nice breath, blow it out, say the word clear.
Clear.
Now go to your good memory, the thing that you liked, that felt so good, right? Be in your whole body, just fill it up from tip to toe. Squeeze your wrist a couple times and just say the word peace while you're there. Take a nice breath. Nice. Now go
Peace.
back to the thing that was bothering you and tell me what's changed. Maybe you know a little bit more about it. Maybe you're like, oh, I know exactly the part that's the worst part now.
Mhm.
Before it was a big tornado and I couldn't tell the difference because it just seemed like all of it was shit. But now it's like, it's this part. It's exactly that, what they look like. It's what they sounded like. It's what I tell myself, whatever it is. Maybe you know more information about it, or maybe it's just kind of fuzzy and like, I just can't really tell anymore. So where are you at?
I'm at a 2 because the reason being that I see that a lot of it is not external but internal. And I think by seeing what the core is rather than kind of blaming something on the outside is a difference. To know that, you know, it is within me to start chipping away at the things that are there.
Right? Just start tapping between your eyes right now and say, I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of myself.
I've let go of the torture.
I've let go of the torture.
I know how to let it go.
I know how to let it go.
Tap on the side of the, I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of
I
myself.
shifted my perspective.
Shifted my
I
perspective.
can know this differently now.
I can know this differently now.
Tap under the eye. It is okay to know things differently.
It is okay to know things differently.
There's 9 billion points of view on the planet.
There's 9 billion points of view on the planet.
The one I had was struggling and suffering,
The one I had was struggling and suffering,
but no more
but no more
because I broadened my perspective.
because I broadened my perspective.
And then tap on your collarbone. I feel so much better now.
I feel so much better now.
New possibilities,
New possibilities,
all mine.
all mine.
And then grab your wrist, squeeze it, take a nice breath, blow it out, say peace.
Peace.
Nice. So how you feel?
Good.
Yeah. So what do you think about the process?
I think it's something that I could be interested in revisiting, you know, because there, as we mentioned, I think prior to recording, that I just, I'm just a ball of anxiety at all times. So I think it'd be interesting to kind of maybe focus on certain things like what we did, specific things that, you know, because when you look at everything all at once, that's impossible. But I mean, if you're kind of looking and focusing on one little thing that you can maybe gain some control over, I think that's an important way to look at it.
And instead of the word control, I would ask you or invite you to use the word focus.
Focus.
You know, we are, we're just like little mini tornadoes. We're spun up. Little things kind of trigger us to kind of spin up and we lose our focus. And so we feel out of control.
Yeah.
So what's going to make us feel better about being quote unquote in control is to have better focus. And we just don't have good focusing ability. We're just bred to be ADD all the time.
Yep.
Trying to, you know, shiny squirrel, whatever it is, the squirrel, shiny thing, shiny thing. So we're just bred to be so distracted. But when we have focus with purpose and we connect with deep meaning within ourselves, that there's just no better feeling, because then that's creativity flowing through us. So, well, thank you so much for going through this little experiment with me today.
That was interesting.
And
Yeah,
playing
thank
with
you.
that. And I think I'm going to continue to do this and share this with more people who are willing to participate in this experiment of mine of
Yeah,
practicing with tapping. So thank you again. And thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next video.
thank you.